Are you ready for more wedding trivia? Well, I hope so. Because this is my update for something old, something new, something gifted, something blue. All right, this is a project that stemmed from a conversation between Misty and Jessica. And Misty had wanted to do something that was no pressure but had old and new products, and that sparked the wedding rhyme in Jessica's head. So she came up with this idea, and this is something they were going to do as a collab. And then I horned in. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't realize I was doing it. They said use the hashtag oldnewgiftedblue. So I did. This was too cool not to do. I'm a brand new YouTuber. I am a brand new panner despite being old, okay? And I have so much makeup. I'm a makeup junkie. I'm always going to be one. But I really do need to use some of my stuff. So I stumbled into the panning community kind of searching, kind of by accident. And I can't say enough good things about it. I cannot believe that Jessica and Misty both shouted me out. Okay, I don't even have words, which is really weird for me, to explain what that means as someone who is my age, is brand new, has never done YouTube, has no technical skills, is not even using an iPhone, but filming on my phone with a $25 ring light using free software, as you can see, sitting basically at my kitchen island. Wow. Okay, if I can do this, anybody can? Seriously. If you want to get in on this project and horn in like I did, and I'm not the only one, I have seen this on Instagram too. So it's hashtag oldnewgiftedblue. Started January 24th. Has no end date. Monthly updates. 4 products. You pick them. You set your goals. No pressure. How can you screw that up? Okay. When I did my intro, I rolled in my 4 products. I rolled in my Wisteria body cream. This is Crabtree and Evelyn. This was from, I believe, Burlington. Could have been TJ Maxx, could have been Marshalls. It was a 3-pack set. They were all these trial sizes. They were all about the same size. The body cream, the hand cream, which I have managed to misplace, use up. I may come across it, and if I do, you're probably going to see it in the future. And then the shower gel, which is in another project. Just saying. All right. Then for my new, I went with Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume. I love that name. It makes sense in my crazy head. This was one of 3. Remember? 3. The exact same. So I've got one completely used. I still have 2 more. We'll get there. We'll get there. My new was part of an advent calendar from my sister from last Christmas. It's the This Works, not It Works. Different company. Deep Sleep Pillow Spray. Now, when I introduced this, I mentioned the ingredient list, and it was prefaced, it was like wild and true, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, and that this was 92% natural. So as I used this, the 4 nights that I got to use this, because it's pretty small, I discovered what this is, or what that meant. It's because it's natural, and these things come from plants. Well, okay, so it smells a little bit earthy. But if you like lavender, like real lavender, not just perfumed lavender, this might be up your alley. So it is different than the Bath and Body Works stuff that I've been using, because I've used lavender chamomile spray before. In fact, I still am. I really like this. I love that it's 92% natural. It is a little bit expensive. It's on Sephora's website. I did find it, and I put it on my loves list. So maybe when I unbury myself from all of the stuff I have, and I actually need to get something to use as a pillow spray, and there's a sale, I'm going to get this because I do like it. I really do. And it's got to be better for me than whatever it is that I'm inhaling when I put my head on my pillow after I've sprayed it with something that isn't 92% natural. Just saying. Then my blue, my Moroccan oil body, as opposed to Moroccan oil hair, I think. Body souffle. Full product. Not quite sure how I ended up with this, but I really liked this too. This was really nice. It was 3 nights for me. My skin is really dry, but I literally stood next to the bed and rubbed this into my arms and my legs before I crawled into bed. I didn't slide off my sheets. I didn't leave some kind of funky residue from having lotion on myself when I crawled into bed. And I know my skin probably absorbs faster than a normal person's, but even so, I literally got right into bed. So if it was going to leave a slime, it would have been there. It smells good. It's not watery. Despite absorbing quickly, it has a good consistency. I like everything about it. Like I didn't wake up in the morning and have like that chalk outline of where my body had been from like leftover product. So all of those products I would recommend. If someone asked me, I would say absolutely. They're all good products. I enjoyed all of them. You can't get the wisteria lotion anymore, but still, you know what? At this point, sometimes I've discovered that I have been holding on to things because I love them. And when you do that, you end up with old products. So, okay, no, I can't get that anymore. I can't replace it. But you know what? I used it, and I used it before it went bad. And I have it empty. I've accomplished a goal. There's always a trade-off, you know? Newton's law. For every reaction, there is an equal and opposite reaction. I may no longer have it, but I got to use every bit of it. So I count that as all good. Okay, so now on to my trivia. So when I did my video, Jessica commented, and her comment suggested that maybe the sixpence in her shoe had evolved to the reason that the father of the bride traditionally pays for the wedding. I liked that idea, and I wanted to find out because that would be cool, because I thought maybe the sixpence in her shoe became a lucky penny thing, but it didn't really coincide with what you give a bride or what a bride has walking down the aisle, at least that I knew of. So I actually did look into it because I am that person. And unfortunately, it really wasn't that nice or sweet, because like the sixpence thing was like the father's well wishes and wanting his daughter to have a prosperous life and comfortable life and all that good stuff. No, what the reason that the father of the bride traditionally has paid for the wedding stems from when there were dowries. Yep, you heard me, dowries. So basically, the father of the bride paying for the wedding, that tradition, comes from the time when the father basically offered something for you to take his daughter off his hands. Well, isn't that a happy thought? Okay, this is a really old tradition. So this is not current. This is not practiced, as far as I know. And we're talking about a completely different time period. Things were different. All right, I think I've given enough disclaimers. I don't want to offend anybody, and some of this is offensive to me. So I'm sure that it's going to be offensive to other people. All right, here's the deal. Years and years ago, in this country that I'm aware of, now in other countries, there were dowries, there may still be, I don't know. Like if you look at royalty and like how a marriage was arranged, if there was a crown in the family, a lot of times it was an alliance. So there were lands and titles and things that went along with it. And some of that stuff's really cool. We don't have that here. So basically, way back, if you were a farmer and you had daughters, they were a liability. They couldn't help in the fields. Like I said, some of this is offensive. And they maybe could help out in the house, but you wouldn't need more than one of those. So, okay. So fathers paid a suitor or a guy, basically, to take their daughter off their hands. And they did this as soon as they became of marriageable age. Now, that often meant puberty. Yeah. And I actually even read somewhere that they would, once they had a daughter that was of marriageable age, they would post a sign so that the village would know she was good to go. That really, come on, you're advertising it? Really? Really? She was that much of a liability? Apparently. I came across a theory. Not saying this is true, not saying this is fact, not saying I can cite this. But it kind of makes sense. So it might be, I mean, I'm not saying it's a credible source. None of that. But okay, listen to this theory. So if you had a daughter of marriageable age and she did not get married but fell pregnant, and daughters were already a liability to the sustainability of the family, you then had a daughter who was less marriageable, I guess, and you still had to feed, clothe, and house her, and you then also had the child to feed, house, clothe, etc. So it became a greater strain on the family. That might have been part of the reason that there was a dowry. Honestly, it is a little bit logical, which is a little bit strange, but I didn't delve any further into it. I go off on enough tangents. So that one is thank you to Jessica. So now that I know that that's where that part of the tradition comes from. Now today that isn't really anything that is as much of an issue in this country. Can't even say in every culture because I don't know. But for the most part, dowries don't really exist. And people getting married, no matter age, sex, whatever, a lot of times they're paying for it themselves. If the families can contribute, great. If they can't, okay. So a lot of this is just stuff that happened in the past. Alrighty, so back to the project, because I don't even know how to segue from that. I really don't. Well, all right. I'm going to preface this just a touch. I just found out that a niece is getting married and having a baby. So that's like perfect for this update. Honestly, I couldn't have really picked something that would fall in line better for this. But the point of that is that means I'm going to be traveling earlier than I planned on. So this month, I am doing, once again, gimme products. I'm doing baby products because I have one less week because I'm going to be traveling across country in a car with my dogs. Now, when I travel, I don't do all of this. I'm certainly not putting on glitter for my puppies. They don't care what I look like. They could care less. I could look like the Wicked Witch of the West and they wouldn't care. But now I do try to stay human so as not to scare people at gas stations when I stop to fill up. But I don't go full bore. So these products are babies. Yes, I'm going to finish them. Yes, I know that they're gimmies. All right. Now, I keep going off on tangents. I have tried to film this video so many times, and honestly, I end up in outer space half the time when I'm talking. I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth. But my old was going to be this. Warm vanilla sugar, Bath & Body Works body spray. I inherited this when my sister moved out. I don't even know how old this is. I had filmed this video. This was in there. I had waited. I'd done all the things. There was only a little bit left. I'm like, okay, I can get that done in 3 weeks. No problem. And then I sprayed it. Now, when I tell you that this smelled like grain alcohol, I am not exaggerating. I have 20 years bar experience. This smelled like it came from a moonshiner's still. I've smelled Everclear that smells better. I don't even know what's in this that would make it smell like that. It was disgusting. And it's going in my empties as a declutter because I literally had to pour it out. It was wrong in every way possible. So, PSA for the day, check your sprays before you spray yourself. That was really, really, really bad. Really bad. But never fear, Bath & Body Works came through for me. I have lavender, but no, I don't. I have French lavender and honey, which is many more years new than the other product, but literally like within 2 grams, same place. I marked it, I weighed it. We've got 40.7 grams in this, okay? So I am going to get that one finished off completely. Now, my new is an Yves Saint Laurent product. It's called New, N-U. It's on the bottle. It's a glow-in balm. This is a glowy primer type product. I think I got this in a grab bag set type of thing from Sephora. You know, when they sell their trial these sample products things. I'm pretty sure that's where that came from because I have never used a YSL product. I just got a YSL sample of Black Opium in the Sephora perfume sampler set at the last VIB sale. That's the first time I've ever used a YSL product. So it's new. It's a new brand for me. It's a new line for me. I didn't even know they did skincare. So this is my new product. It is 7.9 grams. It is 0.16 ounces and it is 5 mLs. All right. My next product, at least I know where it came from. Same size, same ounces, same mLs. For some reason, 8 grams. Got to be the plastic in the cap. This is the Lancome Hydrazine, and this is I do this every time, and I don't have my glasses on, and I have old eyes. It is a soothing moisturizer. The print is tiny. The bottle's tiny. So, same size, same whole kit and caboodle. Gonna use that up too. That's my gifted. That was a gift with purchase from Ulta because I do buy some Lancome products because they're my holy grail for the Sills Booster and the eye makeup remover. And I have the word sucker stamped across my forehead. Show me a sale. Show me a gift with purchase. Show me a freebie. And I'm going to pay attention. This is the reason I needed to be in the panning community. This is it. All right. My blue. Staying with the theme. It's my gimmick. I've got Moroccan oil yet again, but this time I have the weightless hydrating mask, so the hair mask. Now I cut off a bunch, but this is a lot of hair, so it's only going to be a couple uses for me. This is 23.3 grams, 0.67 ounces, and 20 ml. All of these will be done. I originally said, I swear, I originally said when I was filming this, that they'll all be done for my next update, and I'll do my update in Minnesota, and I'll show you the empty product. I was going to pack empty makeup products in sample sizes, no less, and drive them across country. Okay, I get that I am technologically challenged in oh so many ways, but I'm getting better a little bit. I'll take some pictures. As soon as I said out loud what I was going to do, I realized exactly what kind of moron I sounded like. I mean, I am a special snowflake if I'm going to do something like that. So if you see these empty products in my hands for the next update and not just pictures inserted, yep, you can tell me I'm a moron because really, I don't even know what I was thinking. I have no clue. I'm going to use them. I'm going to take pictures of the empty products. You can't even see through this stuff. I'm going to use it. It's going to be empty. You're going to have to trust me that I'm not lying to you. They're so tiny. Come on. 3 weeks? Of course I'm going to use them. All right. That's it. Enough of my rant. If you like my crazy train and its incredibly strange stops, subscribe to my channel. Stick around. Watch my videos. I do some panning stuff. I horned in on the color pan project that Misty created too. I found music projects. Well, you know I jumped all over. Okay, now you don't know me that well. If you knew anything about me, hey, if you watch my videos, you're going to find out that I am a music junkie as well as a makeup junkie. And I know some really strange stuff. I have got weird trivia. I have had an interesting life. I'm old enough to be interesting. I just have to go with that. I really do. All right. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with my crazy. Thank you to Misty and Jessica. Oh my God. Never enough thanks possible for that one. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, give me a thumbs down. I know I'm crazy. I know it. And I embrace the crazy. It's just part of who I am. And I will own that every day. 7 days a week. Leave me a comment. Okay, if there's some weird wedding tradition trivia that you know of or want to know of, I mean, we're going to get to the point where I'm going to start looking up like why brides have garters and the history of wedding dresses throughout time in different countries. I mean, this doesn't end. This project does not have an end date. Who knows what I'm going to come up with? So if there's something you need to know, leave it for me in the comments. I love to engage. I'm having a really good time with this. I really appreciate everything that everyone is doing for me. Watching, subscribing, shouting me out, just being nice to me, welcoming me, all of it. All of it. I cannot even express my gratitude strongly enough, despite the fact that I've said it like 7 times. Still not enough. All right, I'm going to shut up. So until next time, see ya. Bye.